Hello. Hello. Welcome back. So we left off with a few features to add. We left off with like a profile. So let's rechat. Hi Johnny X Tech. Hi Nick Games. So let's start with the profile. Let's get right into it and hopefully don't get distracted. Okay, so we've got is open. So I don't think we actually need that in there, because I think that's handled in modal. Yeah, so we did leave off, we were testing roles, what we did last stream, and then we added this little drop down thing here. See, my mouse is dying at the minute, but oh, it was fine before I started this stream, but yeah. So this is like a user drop down. So basically you right click a username and a message, or a member username here, and then you get view profile and you get block. My right click keeps getting jammed because it's a very old mouse, but yeah. So hopefully this stream is longer and a bit more productive than last stream, but I did have to end it shortly because I was a bit like drained due to what I ate. But this time I feel a bit better, so apart from my mouse is absolutely doing its own thing at the minute. Yeah, so if you see me dragging things around, it's just my mouse coming to the end of its lifespan. Or if I right click randomly, like that. Okay, so view profile. Okay, it's got the old music back on from YouTube Studio. For some reason this says at midnight, which is not quite accurate. So I'm going to write that down to fix message timestamp. It keeps, like, whenever I send a message, it keeps going to midnight. This timestamp right here, but then it's displaying at the right time. Okay, so we're gonna open modal. Let's see what's inside. So if there is lots of cars, background noise. The only way I can cool down the room is by opening the window, which is near the road. Oh, so we have is open, which sorts that out. So I'm trying to figure out how we're going to make the user profile with badges. So should look something like this. We can do an MD, so medium. Yeah, again, my mouse is stuck on right click sometimes. Better off with a trackpad. Okay, so this is not opening. If you hear that buzz sound, it's my PC. It hasn't got great heating. It happens when something goes on with inside the components to mess with it. Probably triggered by heat, that's what I've read anyway. Okay, type opened modal. Brilliant. Which modal did you open? It's not telling which modal it opened. Oh, okay, so it returns user. Let's try if we get rid of this. Let's just say that. I think it will give it some error. What? Heh? Okay. So, in theory, that should open. We can put user modal content. I will set a chat timer because I will set a chat timer because more things get done when I do that. Oh, my mouse. Hi Pedrex again. Hi, it's Rainbow. Hi. I'm using Fedora Linux. I'm using Debian Ubuntu, just Ubuntu 20.04. Here are the details. I think it's NeoFetch. There we go. All you need to know. Okay. Yeah, so if I don't set a chat timer, like, it's easy to look at the chat when you're stuck on something and then just avoid it. So user modal content, let's make that. So we're gonna have a h1 high for now. See what that does. Okay. Create invite. Yeah. Okay, so that's fine with the code I did originally. So if there is a user, just wondering why it didn't open. Maybe, so when we open this in create invite, so in like 4 minutes you'll hear like a beep beep beep, very annoying. That's the chat timer. Okay, so let's get the open modal. Let's use effect. Yeah, okay, we don't need to dispatch. Oh, we might need to actually. Okay, so we want to dispatch focus user, and then we want to import actions as UI from UI. There we go. and now we just type. We don't need this content thing. I'm just gonna have the username in here. And then we type UI.focusUser, and then the user that we've actually focused. So that's going to be a bit complicated, really. Because we have no idea what user is going to be focused. So it's not going to work that way. So one way we can do it is, before opening it, so, why do we open it? We open it in message. Sorry, we open it in menu, guild member menu. And then we do it here. So before we open the modal, we need to focus the user. And then when we close the modal, we need to unfocus the user. However, this is all going to get messy. Okay. Hi, because yes. Hi, TechV05. There we go. Not much to see. Okay, so we need to know which user we're actually focusing, and in this case it will be null. Put all in one place. Close snack bar. Okay, so in UI, I'm actually going to do this. Close modal. Yep. Don't know how well it's going to work. Open save changes false. Yep. There we go. So in this case, we just UI.actions.focus user. So in this case, we would just type a user and see what happens. Okay, so open modal is user profile. Cool. Active user is this user here. Good. So now when we click off a modal, the focused user is unfocused, which is what we want. Okay, so let's have a user here. So user might be null, so let's log user. See when it updates. Okay, so hold on a second. We have no way, there's no place that user profile is actually declared in the code. So I think it's in page wrapper, page wrapper. What's in page wrapper? Okay, so we put all the modals in here. So modals is going to be user profile. And the reason we do that is so they are actually rendered in and on as a component, ready to be toggled. And there we go, we get Adam 15, so is that the right size? I think that's a bit big, so SM. Yeah, that's slightly too small, but that will, yeah, slightly. Yeah, I'd say that will do. Add user profile middle. Okay, so now we've added that. What we're gonna do is we're gonna steal someone's ideas. Let's just use this one as an example. Let's copy Discord's profile thing. Let's take inspiration from it, i.e. steal it. Okay, so what do we have here? So we have like a header, and then we have some footer thing. So we're gonna do that. That's how you steal code. Header, footer. I guess it's kind of the body, actually. So this would be main. And we want to get this part and this part separate. Class name. P0, we don't want any padding on that. Otherwise it messes it up. Okay, chat. Hi Plague Boy. How did you learn coding? I want to code but I don't know where to start. The problem is there's way too many places you can start. How I started is I wanted to make a game, so I started with C#. Again, I didn't know where to start, so I just went a few YouTube tutorials. I still didn't understand it, so I just took a course on Udemy, which went into a lot of detail, but just like a few YouTube tutorials, that's a good introduction. Some of them are anyway. Is that Ubuntu? That is Ubuntu, yes. Hold on a second. Yeah, that's AMD. Chat timer. Oh, that looks a bit strange. BG tertiary. So it looks like this a bit. And then it has some padding in that. And that has the username here, so we're gonna have H2. We're gonna have username. User. Yep. We can increase the scale of that. I'd scale 150, I think it is. So scale 150. Yeah, it's not gonna work. I mean, it is small, but we'll just watch this. User.avatar URL. Okay, no, it's not gonna work either. Because we need like a. I was trying to size this image here, so it was like W16, like that. But then it messes with this. I think that's the way to go actually. So let's style this image here so it supports a larger size. So we can have small or medium avatars. So let's do that. Okay, so we're gonna have like it like this. So image size equals SM. I guess that would just be normal MD. Okay, we'll do large and then Bing. Okay, that is one step. Now we need to add image size, avatar size equals MD or LG. And then we can have image avatar size equals MD. What just happened? Oh, that's MD, sorry. There we go. So now when we view profile, we get this. PX2, we don't really want that. Accord's not loading. Accord's not online at the minute. Hello, it's Rainbow. Hi, Thomas Diem. Hi Nitro, hi Raw. So we're adding user profile at the minute. And we're stealing Discord. Yeah, so we need a larger one of these icons. I think that's it. Yeah, so this is... Hopefully the background noise isn't too annoying, but it's going to be a lot of that. Yeah, I'm going to make this a separate element, so... I'm going to call it... Yeah, so this is going to be the presents, which means if they're online or not. The little blob. we're going to create a blob color. Okay, so now we can adjust this. So let's see what it looks like. 7. Very weird. Let's see. So that's double. We don't want double. We'll try that size. Yep, that will do. So we're going to have blob size. Let's see if the timer's on. Nope. To keep the servers up now, there's someone that wants to buy it. To make a company of it and pay me dev. $250. I'm not sure. Hi Raw, hi 11. Make your accord online when we've done these features. So we're gonna have blob size. We could have it like this, so blob. That's another way of doing it. So we're gonna have avatar size equals MD LG. There we go. Hi Devil Firefox. Yeah, there we go. So here's the profile so far. Now we store the badges like down here. So probably here. Let's see. Okay, I almost thought that was real. So in the main body, what do we have? We just have, this is some tabs. User info, mutual, let's do that. So, but that's in the header, so we're gonna have tabs. And we're gonna use the same tab system. This is a really nice tab system, I think anyway. So we set the default tab, which is info, overview, whatever you want to call it. I'll just put info. And then in user settings, we have a tab here. We have a type tab. There we go. Then we define info. We're going to have mutual servers, but we call them guilds in Accord, so it's not confusing. Now, what we're doing with these tabs is we have this in loads of files. See, this might work. Yeah, so we have tabs in loads of files. Now, this is what we type. We type tab equals we can use type of tabs. Type of I think okay, maybe not. We haven't set it up for it to do that, so we'll just do string. So if tab equals info, then we'll just type info in here, and if tab equals mutual guilds, then we'll type mutual guilds in here. And then we get this tabbing system, but I think we could yeah, I think we could make that a component in like a utils. So we could call it nav tabs. Do you play any games? Not as much as I used to now, but yeah, sometimes. Are you using React? Yes. Wait, do I have top chat? Oh, I didn't realize. Sorry, Thomas, but I didn't know the difference, to be honest. I didn't know that's a thing. I'm a YouTube noob. Hi, Harsh Feudal. I'm 15. I made a service site with 542. Buy it for $2.15. That's a bit cheap, to be honest. I mean, if they paid like paid once is not that good, to be honest. Basically, if you're only paid once, then it's probably not worth it. Because the more you work on it, the less value you'll receive, pretty much. What, you dev it further, or the company? If it's the company, then you're doing better than I've ever done. So, yeah. I can only advise you, really. I mean, if I was selling Accord or something, I would not do it for $215. But I wouldn't sell Accord because it's pretty much open source. I don't think I can actually sell it, so I'm not interested in selling the app because you can already download the app as it is, so the website's a different matter, but the app itself, the code is not being sold for Accord, so, and even if it was closed source, I guess it could be sold if it was closed source, but not for $215, because I spent like 300 hours, that's like $1 per hour, less than $1 per hour, probably 300 hours on this over the course of a year. So yeah. Just if you divide how much you're getting, like $215, by how many, hold on, if you divide how many hours you spent on it, so 300 divided by 215, yeah, it's the other way around, give me a sec. So if you spent 300 hours on it, for example, and this is how much you're getting per hour in dollars, if it is dollars that you're dealing with. Nah, I would not do that. If I were you, but I'm just saying that if it was me. But do what if you think it's a good deal, do it if you want, but maybe if you have no plans of continuing it. So for my other projects, like 3PG, like I have no plans of continuing it really. So that's a different story, but if you still like care about updating it, then I would not really do that if it was me, but just saying. That's my opinion on it anyway. and then they're paying you, and then that doesn't include, because you have to do further work, which is kind of not a good deal in my opinion. Even if you're not directly making money off of it, off your project, you can still indirectly make money off projects, which is actually what I do. So, yeah. I mean, like making tutorials on it, for example, or courses. That's just another way of making it. Although I kind of prefer making the actual thing nowadays. Let's restart that. Okay, so let's move these tabs here. Oh. Yeah. There's many different ways to make money off these projects, by the way. Not just selling it. Selling it's like a last resort. For me anyway. But I've never sold one, so... Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna have it like this. We don't need all the div stuff. So we're just gonna have class name, class name. Yeah, we don't need to import that. So all we need to do is get rid of this, and then have tab. Here we have, in the header, we have tab, nav tabs, and then we have tabs equals this, default tab equals info. I mean, does it align with the goals of the project, like selling it at that price? And do you really want to? Do you really want them to pay you to dev it further? That's the real question. And how much would they like pay you to do that? It's a lot of about the stream. It dropped a few frames because the Wi-Fi, there's no Ethernet, so it's using good old Wi-Fi. But I'm not going to make the decision for you. I can just like clear things up, maybe. Premium plans, I mean, you don't have to be 18 to implement them. You can be, yeah, you can use your parents' details, I guess. You can use PayPal. I guess you can be any age if you really wanted to and get away with that. I don't know. But if you use your parents' like account, that's a possibility. Or just in your parents' name. That's just an idea. Premium plans are only a good idea if you're adding value to the customer though. And like enough for them to pay. I made it for fun. I was not planning to sell it, and if I would sell it, I'd prefer to quit. I'd have to agree with you on that. Parents don't want that I use. I mean, there must be a way to do it with PayPal or a similar service. Again, there's also people out there that's not just your parents. I don't know who else could do it though. Have to look into that. But yeah. Done. React access child state. I don't know if that's a thing. Apart from using Redux. Does that work? Let's see. So when they also click on the username in message, we want it to trigger. Now, we want it to just open their profile. Now, we're not gonna have guild roles, etc. on this. Guild roles on. So guild specific user profile. So like you can add roles from this. That could be a feature. I think Discord shamelessly stole that, or just came up with that. We're also gonna style these in a minute. So user profile, we've got info. Okay, so let's also refactor this for user settings as well. So instead of this, we're just gonna have, don't need that. So we're gonna have tabs. nav tabs. Tabs equals, there we go. We're gonna have tab there we go. Yeah, so we're not going to store the state inside nav tabs. That just seems to complicate things for some reason because of how React works. Different to Angular. If we were in Angular, we'd just spam like template variables, like hashtag things. Let me just do it for guild settings as well before I check. Okay, so, oh no. Okay, let's not do it for guilds. Let's just have it like that. It's conditional. Yeah, 15 is pretty young to make an app like that with hundreds of users. It's quite impressive as well. How's it looking? I'll show in a minute. So it's in the site, but it's hidden and not buyable till I get a business account and API keys. Yeah, same. Well, I had a problem with 2PG. I think it's still a problem where I didn't expect any money from it, so I just like left it in like test mode. The PayPal thing was disabled. How much time will it take accord.app to launch officially? I don't know. Not long. It's a matter of how long it takes to do the features. Now with these nav tabs, we're going to have refactor nav tabs. We're going to have condition here. They call it a predicate in C#. Predicate. C# predicate. And that is essentially just a callback function. It's a filter function in JavaScript. C# is a big scary language when you see it for the first time. Now there might not be a predicate. It's all symbolic gibberish, but it means this is optional, and if it exists, then we execute it. It sounds a bit fuzzy to me. Yes, so it needs to be below 100. My mic is just half leaning off the desk because the table I'm using is like, my table is literally like not even a square meter, the desk I'm using. It's like the size of 2 laptops. if you put two like medium-sized laptops together, you'd get the desk I'm using right now. It just works. Let's reset that. Hi Yusuf. So all we do here is we put predicate, then T, T is not any, T is tab. That's it. And then we also add tabs. Guess we can have like a perm on it. So key of, what was it? Key of permission types dot permission. It's just a permission string. T dot perm. Oh my, it's just all of them. Type of, key of. Okay. As const. What? Yeah, it shouldn't be a number really. Argument of type. What? We'll just have string in here, solves many of the issues. Sometimes you just gotta make something very simple. Perms.can as any, and then put as any on the end and hope it works. Yeah. Refactor nav tabs. Okay, so once we've done that, let's see. Did it work? I think it did. Yeah, we still have this invite thing to. So invite management, detailed invite management. Okay, so we're gonna spend until user profiles. We're gonna get off that at that time. So let's time limit it a bit. So we have info here. We don't have any tabs because I got rid of them. Oh. This is what I do, so predicate. So no predicate or predicate T. Let's see if that worked. Yes, it did. Okay, let's read chat. Let's chat. Let's chat. Sandbox. I remove question mark on that. Where's question mark? Okay. Hi, it's Daniel. Let's restart timer. Okay, so ideally we want this. It's going to take a while to get this kind of style though, obviously, so we're not really focused on style, focus on functionality. And then style next. Oh yes, oh yeah. Give me a sec. Viable ideas. Add in future updates, so accord themes. Okay. I'm gonna add a disclaimer to the homepage. Yep. So somewhat secure. We'll just have secure. Mobile support. Yeah, so it has like a HR thing. HR. Horizontal raw. Like this. Has one of these. Yeah, but that's not a good one. So we can have div here, class P5. HR, that goes all the way, and that's going to have like a, what we can style this as is, in the last stream I made a utility class called border BG tertiary, or BG tertiary, sorry. That just hides it. There's also secondary, slight difference. I think that's too hard to notice, and there's primary, which is probably what they use there. And then we have info and mutual guilds and everything else. So we have click to add note, etc. Mutual guilds. Again, add border. So we've got 9 more minutes on this feature. Okay, so we're gonna have user info and user mutual guilds, like that. And then inside, let's add info and then p mutual guilds. There we go. And of course the default one is going to be info. Cool. We're also going to add some padding for this. Hold on. So let's add some P5 like that. Yeah, P3. What? Yeah, P2 will do. Let's look at chat. Nothing. Okay. Okay, so now we've done that. We've got info and mutual guilds. We can actually display the mutual guilds. So, how do we do that? Well, what is a mutual guild? Well, this user, the guilds that this user is in, self user and active user are both in. So we can do active user dot now that will become an issue because we don't know what guilds active user is in. So I'm gonna check the Redux store and see. It should not be. It shouldn't show the guilds. Otherwise, that's a dumb error. That's a dumb feature. Oh, it does, doesn't it? No, that's not good. Actually, that might be good. Why is that good? Let's delete this. Okay, so we're going to join. Let's see if the active user here, let's type a message. Okay. See what happens. Uh-oh. React, okay. Fix. User does not I mean, guild IDs, should we hide what guild IDs they are in? I'd say no. Because then it just complicates things. It's not really that much of a security issue. Because they need more than just the guild ID. They need to be in the guild to get the guild information, which requires you to be invited. So the ID doesn't make a difference, really. So I'd say that we're gonna do that. This might be a problem in the future, it might not be. But we're going to tell everyone what guild IDs a user is. That's going to be public info, so that we can use mutual guilds. Now that doesn't mean that other people will know the names of the guilds you're in, just the number that represents it. If that's a dumb security flaw, just tell me. Because an ID on its own doesn't mean much. Oh, user find guild IDs in. That's why. Oh, so what is going on here? Sorry. Is we're getting all the email of the user. We don't want that. Promise to all. I'm gonna let so users equals users dot map. Okay, rechat later. So users is public secure, so users dot secure. IntelliSense is not working. Let's get in there. Okay, we're gonna make secure users, so it's not a data hazard. Bad request, okay. Secure does not exist. Yeah, it does. Oh, okay. So we want this. Unsecure users. And eventually that's gonna work. I hope. Oh, okay, some secure users. Now, when we fetch users, what do we get? So, we get email, that's not right. No, not quite. Not quite. Yeah, it shouldn't send this. Because it's not actually doing anything. Okay, let's try this another way. Email undefined. I don't think that's going to work, so ignored undefined. Last read message IDs. Self-user, does that work? Undefined. Undefined. Yep. So it just converts a user with private info to just a normal user that anyone can have, really. Channel IDs. Is that a thing? Channel IDs. Channel IDs. Did I make that a thing? Really? Okay. Let me just add channel IDs here. Channel. Okay, that will be a DM channel thing. We're not going to add it yet then. We'll get rid of channel IDs, it's kind of irrelevant. Yep. Let's read chat. Hi Kitoxies. Hi, it's Rainbow. How do we start your code after downloading? Well, good question. Firstly, you've downloaded it, you go into this folder, backend, with CD, and then you npmi in this folder, and then you npmi in the front end folder. Once you've done that, you type npm start in this folder, front end, and then in the back end you type npm run dev or npm start, whatever one you want. And then to get this to work, there's one last step, and I'm not going to show it because there's private data there. But you make a .m file, and you copy this information. You just rename this .env, .example, and then just to .env. That's all you do, and then it should work if everything installs correctly. Email undefined locked is 50 more as any user document. Wonder if that works. No? Interesting. I mean, it will work. Maybe it won't. Yeah, it does mess with all the functions, which isn't great. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna be right back, so thank you for watching this far. Hi again. Hi XV Julius. Make emojis. Let's write that down. Emojis. I think like his PC lagging on. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, it was dropping frames. Let's see if I do this, it will drop frames. Okay, no. Yeah, it seems to be the Wi-Fi thing. Your code is not working. Yeah, there's no setup guide at the minute. It is the last there may be like some errors in it from the last update, but I haven't pushed these new updates, so there may be errors in it. Hi, it's Rainbow. Hi, Ammo Shooter. Files are not found. Install the packages too. Which files would they be? About showing the app, let me just do a little demo. That's the app. That's a weird bug. Z index Z1 Z0. Yeah, let's set Z to 0 here, because I don't want that to be. I want this to be in front of it, like that. So nav raw menu needs to have Z index 10. So let's add that in styles index.css. Yeah, and this profile right here should be very basic. So because we've run out of time on the profile, info will go here when ADAMJR adds it. When, yeah, mutual guilds. Okay, but we'll do badges in a minute, because we have promised that. Nav raw menu. Okay, so we're gonna have that Z index 10, so it goes on top. And now when we open it, if we remove this, we get that goes in front, but now it's behind. Cool. We still have a bunch of issues here. let's add badges now. So profile. So we're going to display the user badges like here. See. I mean, we could display them there. Okay. So 1820 to 1830 badges until badges. Okay, and now we're going to display the badges through chat. So we've done it a bit differently to Discord, but that's okay. What size is this? 14, that is small. Does it refactor? Should do, yeah. Minor difference. So we have badges, and these badges are going to, what kind of badges do we have? Entity badge. So what badge? We have bug 1. Let's do that. So badges here. User badges, and let's have a user const user badges. Okay, so we're going to type user So user.badges, and that should in users be a thing. Yep. .map. Now map. We're gonna have this. So we're gonna inline this like that. We can have b.name for now. B or just b. Yeah, I'm just gonna remove this and just have an empty div because I don't know what to put there. Hi, Crazy Access. Are you using Redis? Nope. Profile and user avatar should be bigger. Let's see, actually. Be 20, it would be 20. I'm gonna see what it looks like. 6. Yeah. Okay, we're pretty much done with badges for now. They're not very good, but that's my PC. Okay, so we're just gonna empty this. Now while we're done with it, is because I set a time limit, so hold on. Span. It's gonna be a span. It's gonna be PR3. Now, if we add a badge to what's it called? The user. Adam15. So db.users.update1. Let's give this user a badge. And let's give him or them set. Let's set the badges to what the badge tag, bug1. Set badges. Okay, so username is Adam15. And then let's try what that looks like. Bug1, there we go. Cool. Member username, menu. Okay. Thank you, Emma Shooter, by the way, for that suggestion. I think we're gonna make this like a HR here, because I keep accidentally clicking block user. It's very easy to accidentally click. So bug1, the badges. We've added badges. Now what we could do is spend more time on badges. So until 1840, detailed badges. Let's go through this. So font awesome icon, this is what we're going to use. And this is how I'm going to do it. So we have a font awesome icon. And we have the icon is get icon, badge icon, and then B. And badge is a string. Sorry, badges. Badge icons is and then there we go. And then we have something like this. Book 1, book 2. Book 2, book 3. And then we have book OG and staff. Son. And staff is staff. Admin. Crown. Yep. Okay. Oh, that's why, that's why. So I used the wrong... I used lowercase instead of uppercase. There we go, that should work. Yep. Oh my days. Look how small they are. We've finally added badges. We've finally added it. If you can see them, we've added them. There we go. Done. Okay, obviously they're way too big, so size, sorry, small. Just a bit too small. Nothing too crazy. We're gonna have icon here, and then we're gonna have style. Color is this color. Okay, so color is gonna be var. We're gonna have danger, or just red. Red. Orange. And yellow. Let's give us all the badges that are possible to get. Yeah, we're also gonna have title as well. Like this. So title will just represent what happens when they hover over it. So title is, we'll turn this. Okay, so now this is what all the icons look like. We can have sunrise. That's a thing if it's sun. Nope. There we go. Okay, I'm actually gonna have this like bronze, silver, and gold. Like that. And then this is just gonna be orange. There we go, so that's what the badges look like. Or will look like. Let's see. Hello chat. I'm still getting the slash error. That's good. That means it works. There's no setup guide at the minute, but maybe there will be at some point, which will make things more clear. But you go to localhost, you go to this URL. Otherwise it will give that error if you go to port 3000. Right, so where should we put this? Okay, they'll just go there for now. Okay, cool. Now we've added badges, pings, block users. Yep, I've already done that. Have we fixed this though where it doesn't show the email? Not yet. Not yet. Well, that works. Okay, so pings. We're just gonna add blocked users. Blocks users. So, how do we block a user? How long have we been streaming? Okay. Const block user. Just don't go to localhost 4200. If you get the same error at 4200, then just say, because that is possible, but that's all I can really give. Yeah. So let's update the user, and let's set the user update. And let's set the ignored. Okay, this will be in WS types. Hold on. Okay, so if ignored user IDs dot includes user ID then we unblock. Flag user account, let's write that down. Report user message. Yeah, report user a message. It's a good idea. Accord bot. Bots are a planned feature at some point. We did add them. I did mostly add them with the last one. I added 2PG as a bot, but that's about it. Accord.js, that would be too much to maintain. So it should be pretty simple for someone to make an API wrapper, and possible, but yeah. Accord.js though, show what that is. Code, no, so accord.app. No, it is actually dclone.js, which we're going to rename to accord.js. Give me a sec. Yes, it's now going to be called accord.js. There we go. Here it is, accord.js. It's just a... I'm not sure if it will work with the new... Oh. Yeah, this is outdated, by the way. Would not use this. Okay, so the last feature we're going to add today is toggle block. So block/unblock users. Yep. So I'm gonna delete that. So okay, if user is blocked, then we display blocked, otherwise we display unblock. So blocker unblock. There we go. So once user is blocked equals yes store.state user self user.ignore user IDs includes member.user ID, and that's about it. There we go. That's if they are blocked or not. Okay. Now, when we click this, on click dispatch toggle block user. That's some problem on the dispatch. Object is not extensible. Cannot add property 0. Okay, I think I know what that means. Let's see. User update ignored. Hold on. So if ignore.user_IDs, there we go. I'm gonna make that an array if it's null. Okay, this syntax does not work with React at the minute, so we have to do this same thing. Now if we try to block, not much happens. Huh? Ignored user IDs, push user ID. Okay. Ignored. That's what we're doing. Let's log ignored in the console. So when we block a user, it creates a good. It just creates an error. Can't assign to read any property user IDs of object. What? Okay, I think this is read only, this state object. It's just not working at the minute. Toggle block user, okay. It's not logging anything. It's a bit weird. There's nothing in the console. Hi. I'm gonna log hi in the console. Not even a hi. I don't understand this one. Okay. We're just gonna have the user here, and then we're gonna have ignored equals user.ignored. But we're gonna deep clone it. JSON.stringify JSON.pass. Like that. The other way around, actually. Let's see if that works. Okay, so user validation failed. What? Avatar username is required. Cannot block self. Okay. Interesting. I think you have to click it in the right place, and cannot block self. Okay, that's actually a good thing. Ah. I just joined a black hole guild. It doesn't exist. Okay. Fix. Delete invite codes when. Delete invites when deleting guild. Guild delete. Yeah. Let's see if blocking works on other users. Let's join. Okay, missing permissions. Not sure what that was. But okay. Adam 15 block Adam 14. Okay. Yes. So let's block this user. And now the messages are gone. If I type loads of messages, now they can't see the messages. Nor should they receive them. So WS listener. If args.authorID So now, if the user's blocked, we're going to return. So let's type a message as Adam14 testing 1 2 3. We still see they're typing, but we can't see what messages they're sending until we unblock and then we refresh. Don't know why that sounds fuzzy, but there we go. So block/unblock users. Cool. Now I'm going to end the stream here. What does accord.js do? It's just an API wrapper, so you can log in with code and like mess with. It's like discord.js, but for Accord. But just a very basic version. Now you'd have to write code like this to use it. So yeah. Actually, accord.js could be used for the UI. That's a good idea. If someone made like an accord.js, then we could use it for doing things on the UI. Just as an idea. Hi, it's Rainbow again. Hi, Martin B. Thank you. Thanks, I'm a shooter. Okay, so let's push these changes actually. So the code is available here. github.com/accord.app with dashes /app. So here it is. Now there is one last thing bugging me before I end this stream. It's quite silly, but there we go. But yeah, so the changes are available there. Style guild member menu. So changes are here. There is not a setup guide yet, but here they are anyway. So next time we should add pings and detailed invite management, and we'll fix some of this. So hopefully this stream was better than yesterday. Anyway, thank you for watching and see you next time.